people believe that you need to go somewhere further than your block to create change. I found Gigi in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, fighting against sexual harassment years before people decided to get on Twitter and have a national conversation about it. That it was so important for Black girls in Bed-Stuy to understand that sexual harassment was not okay then.
GGE is 15, almost 16 years old as a nonprofit. I started Girls for Gender Equity with a fellowship from Open Society Foundation. I thought it was going to be an 18-month project, and quickly learned the need for Girls for Gender Equity to really be a sustainable organization as a strategy for racial and gender justice. An 8-year-old girl on her way to school that came from the school that so many of our girls came from, because our girls were 7 to 12 years old at that time, was raped at 8 o'clock in the morning, and nobody saw her, right? She was hyper visible to him, who abducted her and brought her to this roof and violently raped her, and invisible to the community. That for me was really the gut check and the reason why Girls for Gender Equity needed to become a nonprofit.
One of the things that I love about what Joanne created at GGE is that I've done youth leadership development work my whole entire career. I've worked in a lot of different youth organizations and youth spaces. This is the first space that I've been in that is very intentional about bridging the gap between the needs of young people in their personal lives and as individuals and as leaders in their community.
Can't stress enough how I've been so grateful to have a safe space and a place where I can actually be myself, talk to someone about issues that it didn't even have to relate to GGE, even my personal issues.
Somebody has to be dogged about our children, right? Somebody has to be steadfast and committed and focused on our children because so many people aren't. And that's just what Joanne is. She's a soldier. She's so about it.
What I love about what GGE has done is center girls and young women in terms of they are being the ones to shape the decisions, own the truth, rather than being seen as beneficiaries or benefactors of policies that are determined by other adults.
So the impact of being a Ms. Foundation grantee is being able to see national alignment around intergenerational work that's happening to interrupt policing on the spectrum of school-based policing, hospital police, health policing, community criminalization, and to be able to connect those dots nationally with the most revolutionary folks doing this work in the current moment has really supported our thinking and the evolution of even our analysis around the work.
Girls for Gender Equity has always, really with the leadership of Joanne, made sure that young people are at the policy-making table.
Joanne is a fierce leader. She cares so deeply about girls and young women of color, everyone who comes in contact with her, she sees you and she sees all of your potential. Joanne has been a mentor to me, a femtor to me.
Joanne is really there for you, your cheerleader. You may not see her all the time, but she's always rooting for you, for your team,
Our voices, our time.
Our voices, our time.
Nuestras voces, nuestro tiempo.
Our voices, our time.
Our voices, our time.